Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little while. I've tried recording a couple other videos and I just honestly haven't had the time. Life has gotten very busy. This is an abstract collage journal I just finished. I made it out of a paper bag with some washi tape and I got some stained wax paper from an ephemera exchange with amiraculousmeliss, and then some magazine images, security envelopes, painted papers, and just various other things. A lot of this is just shapes and patterns and colors that I found interesting and finding different combinations and putting them together. I think that it can be really interesting to see how all of these things fit together. And I know my inner critic always tells me that I'm going to like run out of possibility. But I have found so far that I can always mix things around and keep them interesting. And I've enjoyed using some of my artwork that I haven't been selling, or maybe just pieces I made to experiment. I will then rip it up or cut it up and use it as ephemera. And so it actually makes it a very satisfying process because it's literally just destruction and creation, or creation, destruction, creation, and it kind of all feeds into each other. I've been using tissue paper, specifically tissue paper that I use to help dry watercolors, as ways to add texture and color to a page. And then I also use it as a way, I really like how it uses the background here. I think this looks like a mushroom and this looks like a little fairy door, in my opinion. I know everybody will interpret it differently. But since using acrylic paint isn't always something that's easy for me because I can't keep it out at my working desk during the day with the kids, using tissue paper as a way to take away elements as I build a piece has actually helped me continue my work and like make it more interesting, or to like I said, take things away, take away certain elements, and create more interesting shapes. And so that has been probably the favorite thing that I've discovered with this specific collage journal. A lot of house shapes showing up again. And using a lot of these pages that have negative space in them. These just remind me of eyes. My kids play Bandits a lot. I don't know, I think a show they watched where like a girl was like always going up against these bandits, and so that is something that they talk about, and that's kind of reminded me of that. And just trying to be like really loose and let go of expectations when it comes to composition, and really following my intuition. And sometimes the pages kind of go together, and other times they are completely separate. I also got another new hole punch. I'm trying to also get comfortable with not completely covering a page. I feel like this is very minimalist compared to like what I maybe normally would do. And I'm trying to get more comfortable with that. Not that I want to necessarily only make minimalist art, but that I think that learning when it's okay to stop. And I think sometimes I feel like I can't stop until I've done a certain amount, or I've covered a certain amount of space. And I do think that like empty space can help add something to a piece. This is a practice that's really easy for me to do like off and on. I can just stop and glue down a piece and then keep going about my day. Zen doodling is another way that I've been in like one of those pen and gear pocket notebooks. I can like watercolor some pages and then do Zen doodle patterns over it, and then I can tear it out and then I have more ephemera. I've also tried to use recycled ephemera as much as possible. But I think really just getting comfortable in this has made me realize how much I do love collage and how much potential there is, especially with abstract works. I've been leaning more into abstract collage specifically, just because that's really what I find the most soothing and the most interesting right now. This piece here I did today, and it's very minimal, but I also think it's very interesting. I like the way the space interacts with each other. Compositional, I don't know much about composition, so compositionally it could be completely not what it's supposed to be, but I enjoyed making it. I really liked this journal. I plan to make another one. I'm using the music sheet paper from Vintage Music Books as background because I have so many of them from like a vintage book haul at least a year ago that was really inexpensive, and the books were just sitting there, and I guess more as decoration, but they were kind of falling apart. I did put up a new collage in my Etsy shop made out of reclaimed materials and painted papers, and I feel like I used a lot of what I learned in this book to help guide making that, and I do plan to make more of those because they're very cost effective, and I like the fact that they recycle materials. It leads me to using more cardboard, which we just seem to always have so much of, especially like during the holiday season when we maybe get more packages than normal. It also just, I don't always enjoy working on canvas. And I get to work with when I'm feeling very frenzied, I get to work with my trusty stapler here, which is my favorite method of adhering things together right now because it can be difficult sensory-wise to constantly be using a glue stick. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I just wanted to share this and invite you guys to look at these pages. I'd love if you would comment if anything specifically came up for you when looking at any of the images. And go ahead and stay tuned as I will continue to share as this practice develops. I hope you guys go make some art today. Okay, bye.